The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2026, and there has never been a better time to visit. From unforgettable animal encounters to a vintage carousel and spectacular mountain views, here are 10 reasons this legendary Colorado Springs Zoo should be on your must-visit list in 2026. Let's go. The first reason to visit Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is the Giraffe Herd. The giraffes are probably the zoo's most famous residents. Cheyenne Mountain Zoo has the largest captive reticulated giraffe herd in North America, and it has played a critical role in advancing giraffe care and supporting field research. Since 1954, over 200 giraffe calves have been born at the zoo. There are several feeding stations in the giraffe habitat where you can feed the giraffes lettuce by hand. It's $3 for a lettuce bundle, and it's quite a bit of lettuce, and the giraffes love it. They see that you have lettuce, and they will seek you out, and they will eat as much as you're willing to give them. One very special thing that is happening at the zoo in 2026 is the opening of the International Center for the Care and Conservation of Giraffes. It's a new state-of-the-art habitat and care center at the zoo. The major expansion includes 11 feeding zones, which is up from just 3, and a modern barn with a translucent roof that fills the space with natural light. The project is part of a $40 million expansion that's been funded through donations and zoo revenue, and it is expected to open in summer 2026. Cheyenne Mountain Zoo stands out for its large and open exhibits. And that's the second reason why you should visit the zoo in 2026. Instead of feeling like you're walking past cages, it feels like you're exploring environments inspired by the animals' natural habitats. You can get up close and personal with the animals. In the Australia Walkabout section, the red-necked wallabies roam freely among the visitors, and you can pet them if they're on the path. In the Water's Edge area, the penguins wander through their habitat with minimal barriers. The zoo feels more like a wildlife reserve than a traditional zoo. The open layout makes the zoo feel more personal and engaging. The third reason to visit the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in 2026 is because this zoo isn't just about viewing animals. It's deeply committed to protecting them. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo participates in breeding programs for endangered species like black-footed ferrets and Mexican gray wolves, helping support population recovery efforts. The zoo's Quarters for Conservation program has raised millions of dollars for wildlife conservation around the world, supporting projects that protect animals in the wild and in their habitats. One of the zoo's coolest behind-the-scenes project is its shipping container farm. In 2021, the zoo converted a shipping container into a climate-controlled grow house to produce lettuce year-round. The initial project was so successful that they added a second, fully automated container that grows lettuce, kale, and chard. The system automatically adjusts lighting, water, and nutrients for each plant. The zoo uses more than 3,500 heads of romaine lettuce every month, and the long-term goal is to expand to 8 containers, moving toward a more self-sufficient and sustainable food system for the zoo. The fourth reason you should visit Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is for its beautifully preserved Allan Herschel Carousel. The carousel was purchased by Spencer Penrose from the 1937 Chicago World's Fair. This historic carousel is still in operation today and offers a nostalgic ride for visitors of all ages. Rides are just $2 per person, making it a fun and affordable experience at the zoo. Why should you visit the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in 2026? Because it offers some of the best animal interaction experiences in the country. And that is our reason number 5. In addition to giraffe feeding, which I spoke about earlier, guests can feed the budgies, the elephants, goats, and the rhinoceros. All of these interactions create meaningful, up-close encounters with the animals that go far beyond simply observing them from a distance.
And then they will fight to lick it, but they will not. All that you will feel is a tongue.
Okay.
So, good.
Look, listen. You want to give them some?
Yeah,
Put it down like this.
These hands-on experiences are designed to educate visitors while supporting animal care and conservation efforts. And here is a pro tip. At certain times, some of the snack sessions are free. So for the rhinoceros, every second Wednesday from noon to 12:30, April through September, there's a free snack session. And then the elephants also have one every second Tuesday, 11 to 11:30, April through September. If you're on a budget but still want to have some of the great animal interaction experiences, then you can take note of the free times.
The goat up there is just waiting for someone to feed him, but nobody's at the goat feeding area. It's just right there. Poor goat. Patiently waiting for the next little kid.
For some of the best views in Colorado Springs, hop on the Mountaineer Sky Ride. This is reason number 6 to visit the zoo. The open-air chairlift takes you up the mountainside with spectacular views of the zoo, Colorado Springs, and Cheyenne Mountain. The ride takes about 7 minutes and ends at Mountaineer Summit, where you'll find a playground, picnic area, and an authentic yurt. It's peaceful, scenic, and absolutely worth it. The Sky Ride admission is $4 per adult when purchased at the gate, or $5 at the Sky Ride ticket booth inside the zoo. Reason number 7 to visit the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo this year are the fantastic children's play areas. If you're visiting with kids, this zoo has it all. My big backyard is a whimsical, garden-themed play space designed just for kids. It has oversized flowers, giant watering cans, and a treehouse. The larger-than-life objects invite climbing, exploring, and imaginative play. Plus, there are chickens. Who doesn't love chickens? There is a nature play area over by the hippopotamus habitat where kids can climb on logs and burn off some energy. And in that area, there's also a rope bridge that takes you to a viewing area where you can watch the hippos when they're in the water and also the lemurs when they're playing on their outside island. It's pretty cool. The 8th reason you should visit the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in 2026 is this zoo isn't just in the mountains, it is on the mountain. At over 6,700 feet above sea level, Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is the highest elevation zoo in the United States, and the views of Colorado Springs below are absolutely incredible. The zoo offers beautiful views of Colorado Springs and also of Cheyenne Mountain, so pretty much everywhere you look, there's something pretty to look at. And with your zoo admission, you can drive up the road to the Shrine of the Sun, and there's some fantastic overlooks up there too. And here's a bonus reason to visit the zoo. They have some of the beautiful butterflies, the rotary butterflies that are auctioned off every year in Colorado Springs. So if you're interested in knowing more about the history of those butterflies, I'll link our video above. Now, back to the countdown. If you are visiting Colorado Springs in December and early January, then you definitely want to make time to see Electric Safari at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. And it's our number 9th reason to visit the zoo in 2026. Electric Safari is an award-winning holiday light display that was ranked the number 2 best zoo light display in the United States this year. So it's definitely worth a stop. The 10th and final reason to visit the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in 2026 is because it's the 100th anniversary of the zoo. It's 100 years old. The Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is more than a tourist attraction. It's part of the identity of Colorado Springs. The zoo began in 1926 when Spencer Penrose created a home for his growing collection of exotic animals. Many of these animals originally lived at the Broadmoor Hotel and entertained guests there. In 1938, the Penrose family donated the zoo to the people of Colorado Springs. Today, it's an independent, nonprofit, and one of the few major zoos in the U.S. that operates without tax funding. Generations of locals and visitors have made memories here, and the zoo continues to evolve with conservation, education, and sustainability at its core. Randy and I have been members for decades, and our kids basically grew up at the zoo. We love it, and hopefully you can tell how much we love the zoo. Visiting in 2026 means celebrating a century of wildlife care, education, and unforgettable experiences. You're not just visiting a zoo, you're becoming part of its history. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit subscribe to follow along on our journeys. We would love to have you. Thanks. See you next time.